Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55. It's on the south spawn of mines and it's under the command of WeeeWhat. And battle is about to commence. Well, this is the M55, I can tell you. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. It's got the short fat barrel, which means it's the 8-inch howitzer. And this is a game from August of 2016. And it's been kindly sent in by WeeeWhat, so we could have a look at one of his games. Now you see the map's slightly different to the ones we got today. And he's in platoon with the other M53 55. That was back in the day when you could actually platoon with other Arty. And the first target's a TVPT 5051, the Tier 10 Czech medium tank. And no, he's opted to go for that IS-7. That's a Tier 10 Soviet heavy. Got a lovely hit there on his first shot. Just changing position slightly to avoid counter battery. The enemy team also has an M53 55, but they only have one Arty on their team. Right, it's a long reload, it's about 35 seconds or so, but it should be ready soon. Back in the 2016, Arty was very different. This is from the 9.15 update, and that means that Arty was full cream, full force, before stun. Going for the mouse. Oh, big hit! 1,498 hit points right into the side of a mouse. I think both of his team actually hit it. Both Arty fired simultaneously. And they virtually wiped out that mouse almost with one volley. And he's down to just 325 hit points now. And I think we're going to try and finish him off. Either that or aim for the IS-7. No, looks like they're going to go for the mouse. Almost ready to shoot. He's loaded. Round out on the mouse. And yes, he wipes it out with the next round. That mouse driver is not going to be a very happy bunny right now. He's been hit by 3 Arty rounds, one after the other. Now we've got a TVPT 5051. I'm not sure if that's the same one we saw earlier. I don't think it is. But he's over on the west side of the hill. And he's hiding in that corner, reloading his magazine, then coming out to shoot all 5 shots straight away simultaneously. But in the north we've got an AMX 1390 and a Type 61, and they're sitting close together. And you know what that means? If they sit close together, they get bombardier. Oh, when he just wiped out that Type 61, 1,161 hit points, just like that. And there's a lot of communication between the teams, because this was back when you could actually talk to the enemy. And yep, and that Type 61 is not a happy bunny. He just said some very rude words about Arty, I think. And there's an ST1. And that looks to be the next target. Looking for the east side of the hill. Here we go. Round out. Oh, 886 hit points. One shot. And we're relocating to a new position. Right, we're 4 tanks up at the moment. Much of it's down to the efforts of WeeeWhat and his platoon mate, which is DRX Get Are Done. Don't understand that, but he is a member of WeeeWhat's clan, which is JAB. Shout out to you guys. No, I'm not going to copy Kellerman. Okay. Is he doing a quick counter battery? Yes, I think he is. I think he's going to look for the enemy Arty in that corner. No, he's deciding he's going to go for one of the tanks instead. TVPT 50. Is he going to go for that? He's dialing in, getting ready. Might try and get a splash on him or a direct hit on his turret. Oh, well, it landed right next door to him. Now his platoon mates moved over to the west side of the cap area to get a better angle on the enemy. There are now 4 tanks up on the enemy. They still have control of the cap area, but how long that will remain, I don't know. Especially if that TVP stays where he is right now, he's going to get completely wiped out. It looks like he was splashed by that last round. And I think you can probably see WeeeWhat's actually carrying both HE and AP rounds. This was back when you could carry both. He fires a round in, but it actually goes to one side. So that was a bit of the inaccuracy and RNG that we used to have with Arty back in those days. Well, he's hiding for the moment behind that house to reload. And with good reason, he doesn't want to get counter-batteried. There is still an enemy Arty out there. And we're looking for him at the moment. That's the most likely place. And there does appear to be a gap in the barbed wire fence. So I suspect that the enemy Arty is in there. That's the clue that he is there. You look for any destruction from anything that happens to be or shouldn't be destroyed. And I suspect the Arty is in that little corner. Okay, we've got a target that's closer to deal with. Again, it's that TVP. He's still up on top of the hill, still controlling it. And we're waiting for him to back up. He's probably got a full magazine at the moment. We just lost our T110E5 to that TVP. We fire the round in. It's just too late, and the TVP drives through the field of fire. And now we're down to only 3 tanks ahead. We've backed up a bit. And that TVP went into Arty cover behind the shed for a short period of time, but he's now going around to the other side, and we've lost sight of him. There's nobody spotting him up there. Right, there's a target we can hit. That's the T110E5, but we've got to dial in. We just lost our mouse. He was taken out by the TVP again. So, can we get a shot on T110? Oh, 112 hit points of splash. It was just a little too late. Now it's only 2 tanks ahead now. Now that TVP is being particularly dangerous. He's already got 3 kills. It's Big Brother Calm Down, apparently. It's his name. We're not loaded, but we're lining up a shot for him if he comes around that corner. There's the T110E5. Can we get a shot into him? Looks like it. Going for it. Oh yes, right into his rear. But unfortunately, the Jagdtiger takes out our E100. Now we lost sight of the T110E5 the moment he got out of sight of our teammates. We know where the enemy Jagdtiger is, but he's hiding behind that rock, and he's very difficult to hit, but he's just been killed by our Jagdtiger. Oh no, it's our 121 who got him, sorry. I do apologise, but the T110E5's trying to get a shot on them, and the E3. There's the TVP again. Okay, lining him up. Can we get a shot? Waiting for him to go to that corner. Lined up one, and yes, we got him this time. 463. And it looks like that. I'm not sure that was the TVP who actually communicated with us, but there's some pretty foul language going on in chat. Okay, we're targeting the T110E5. It's the last enemy except for the Arty. And we're waiting for him to come back around that corner, and then we can put a round into him. If he backs up a little bit more, we can get him. Just a little bit. The Jagdtiger and the T110E3 may make him do it. They're accusing the one of the team members of cheating, the 121, but I don't think he did. They're saying he wasn't spotted and he even knocked over a tree. Okay, we are capping, and I suspect, yes, he was there. I was right. He is in that corner. He knocked over he destroyed the barbed wire fence. We fire a round in and, yeah, wipe him out with one shot to win the game. And that's 4 kills, and of course our teammate had 3 kills, and you know what that means. And here's the end of battle results. It's an ace tanker for WeeeWhat in the M53, M55. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And as the good news, he got a brothers in arms because both of his platoon managed to get at least 3 kills. He managed 4. His teammate managed 3. And he also picked up the high caliber for that battle. So he did the most damage. Let's have a look at team scores. 6,652 hit points of damage by WeeeWhat in the M53, M55. The highest score on the enemy team was their TVP-T50, the good one in the center on the hill. He managed 5,392 hit points. And then, of course, we've got the 121 who managed 3,763. Followed by the T110E5 on the enemy team with 3,627. When it came to kills, it was the M53 who managed to get 4 kills, so did the 121. Then we've got the TVP T50 with 3, and the other M53-55 who also managed 3. When it came to base XP, it was WeeeWhat, 1,232. Then we've got the T110E5 with 980, the 121 with 963, and his platoon mate managed 811. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, he fired 12 rounds during that battle. He got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, 4 splash. Damage of 6,652 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 7 of the enemy, he killed 4 of them, and he earned 63,743 credits. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammo is rather expensive for this Arty, he still had a profit of 41,303 credits. He earned 1,848 XP, plus 277 XP for entering the battle in a platoon, and total came to 2,125 XP altogether. So a particularly good battle, and you can see the sheer raw damage that can be done by an M53, M55 back before stun came in. They took away a lot of that damage when they introduced the stun mechanic, but it's still a very playable Arty, even without the full force. But it's still nice to see an Arty playing with the full effect that we used to have prior to 9.18. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.